set the day. You be the light and make the darkness fade away. Seems like it was yesterday when you promised me that things would be okay. I thought you cared, but you don't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you. It never really mattered to you. I thought you would try, but you won't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you. It never really mattered to you.
She been in your bedroom, I know that. Feeling her on your skin. Think I don't know where your head's at. Where do I begin? Wrapping your fingers around her. Late at night, drinking. You let it linger, you couldn't quit. I think I'll leave it all behind. Love me a new one. I won't waste my time. Fuck you with you. Oh, let me show you how. Find me another. You can't break me down. I'll get it covered.
Good evening and welcome on to the stream tonight. Tonight we've got a pretty good matchup coming out of the mythical division between the New Orleans Curse and the Pittsburgh Phantoms, both coming in at 1-2 and tied in second place right now. So the loser of this will drop down to the third slot. The other team will sit alone in second place behind the Houston Flames at 4-0, and then Buffalo Bolts 0-4 in fourth place. So this is a pretty important matchup for these two teams. And speaking on that, Buffalo is also watching this matchup. If Pittsburgh drops this match, then the Buffalo Bolts stay alive at a chance of making the playoffs. So this is a pretty good matchup in store for tonight. So the only difference between these two teams that I'm seeing is the map count. New Orleans has the advantage on the map count. The KD ratio for both teams is very, very similar. A 0.93 for New Orleans and a 0.94 for Pittsburgh. And as we take a look at the rosters, you've got Slang Wayne on the side of Pittsburgh. Right behind him, Ball, Deborah Johnson, Auditor, and Phantom. And then on the side of New Orleans, they made a last-minute roster change right before this matchup started, and Denizen coming in with the diamond slot. So Denizen getting the nod to come in tonight. Right under that's Pro Rex, Jakester, Repare, and Merc for Hire. I am not sure if both teams are opting to play bronze tonight, but I'm thinking that might be the possibility. So we might see two bronzes on the map. So going to be definitely the X factor for both teams if they are running bronze tonight. Which bronze can get the most production? And while we load in and wait for people to continue joining the lobby, we'll take a quick look at the maps as well. We're going to start off on a hotel hardpoint, followed by a hotel search and destroy. And then we're going to finish it off with an asilo control. And if needed for map 4 and 5, you're going to hit hydro hardpoint and then an embassy search and destroy. Pittsburgh banned Mercado hardpoint, Fortress search, Expo control. For New Orleans, they banned Fortress hardpoint, Mercado search, and hotel control. Pretty interesting selection. You know, you're going to hit hotel both times off the rip, and then you're going to hit asilo, and then hydro is going to be thrown in the mix. Kind of a rare map to see. And then you're going to have embassy following that. So with the new recent changes, kind of hard to kind of wrap your head around who might have the advantage. I mean, on paper, you would think that New Orleans might have the advantage, but Pittsburgh might have that sneaky roster. You know, they signed Slang Wayne recently. I think he played last week. So maybe a little bit of time together in this recent week. Maybe that team's been grinding a little bit together. So we might see some more chemistry coming out of that squad. For New Orleans, you know, they've always had a pretty solid roster this whole season. So adding Denizen, you know, they might have add a different mix to their roster, and you know, hopefully both teams come out firing. You know, this is a pretty important matchup in store. So excited to see what's going to happen here coming out of the mythical division tonight. And we are still awaiting a player or two to join the lobby. So let's just take a quick intermission, and we will bring map 1 hotel hardpoint right after this. And welcome back. We are ready to go for map 1 here at Hotel for Hardpoint. And in about 15 minutes, we're going to have another match kicking off. We're going to have Carolina taking on Los Angeles, and that's going to be brought to you by Bear Butt. So we're going to have simultaneous games being played tonight. But right now, New Orleans and Pittsburgh ready to go here. Parex looking for Slang. He gets him. He's going to find another, but he gets taken down by Ball. Ball coming out of couches. He's going to find two. Merc and Prorex go down at the hands of Ball. And Pittsburgh looking to set a little time here on P1. Denizen going to take them off time. And another one goes down. And then down he goes as the rotation for P2 is popping off. Prorex able to find Deborah, but gets naded out by Slang Wayne. Slang Wayne trying to hold mid right now off the lobby desk. And Pittsburgh on time. Slang finds two. Ball finds Dennison, but Prorex stays alive. Trying to maintain the pressure there, but Auditor's going to take down Prorex. And Pittsburgh going to build some time here off of P2. Denizen finds two. Prorex finds the third. And New Orleans will take over. Got about 20 seconds left on scrap. Let's see if Pittsburgh opts to contest. No, they're going to go ahead and rotate to P3. And it looks like New Orleans is on the way as well. Slang, Auditor, both in the spawn. Not sure if they're going to see Ball as well. Ball's going to find Denizen. It's going to find Prorex as well. And they're going to break into this hill fairly easily. And Deborah Johnson finds Merc. Slang finds Dennison. And Prorex. Turn it out here. They're going to push in right now. Let's see if they can take the hill back. Finds Ball. Looking for one more. It's got the help of Jakester. Jakester goes down. But Merc comes in from behind, and that'll be a clean break right here for New Orleans. And Pittsburgh's already on the rotation for New. Ball's going to find Jakester. Prorex finds Sling. Out of the back of the spawn, Prorex is going to push up. Is he going to read the mid angle? He does. He sees him. But Sling's going to come back and help Deborah out there. Mid. Jakester causes havoc, and Deborah Johnson fights too, but gets cleaned up by Prorex. And the nade comes through. And so far, Pittsburgh able to hold P4 here. Ball snaking his life away, trying to stay alive. And that's 3 down on the side of New Orleans. Great hold right here from Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh's already on New. And Pittsburgh continuing on the hill, chaining right after the previous one. So far, so good from Pittsburgh. And it looks like they might have all this hill if he can find Dennison. And DeBeasy does. Looking for one more, and the whole side of New Orleans is going to push through for that last 15 seconds on Hill. But it looks like Pittsburgh just going to give it up, and they're going to go ahead and hit to the last hill and try to grab a commanding lead here as we head into the next set of rotations. And Ball soaking up the time right now. Help us sling Wayne. Pittsburgh has a pretty good setup so far. Ball finds one. The whole help of Pittsburgh right beside him. And Pittsburgh's just doing a pretty good job of chaining the hills together and getting every bit of time. And they will have a little over 100-point lead here as we hit the next rotation to P1. Ball is going to get the trade from Slang on to Dennison, and they are right back on Hill, soaking up some time here. Ball's on a 4 right now, and he will go down to Jakester. And as I mentioned coming into this, wasn't sure if both teams were going to play their bronzes. It looks like New Orleans has opted to play their bronze. And Pittsburgh, they're running their top 4 in their lineup. So definitely filling that void right now. If you're New Orleans, as Pittsburgh is continuing to dominate and extend this lead here. And it looks like New Orleans is just going to set up for the next hill. Dennison and his team find 3. New Orleans looking to get something going here off of P2. And Slang absolutely shreds Jakester. He's going to push into the spawn area. Merc goes down. Prorex goes down. And Pittsburgh with a clean break. But New Orleans hot on the trail. And Dennison able to win the fight. Otter's going to give it one last push. But Jakester gets the trade. And Pittsburgh looking to end it right here on this next hill. This could be all she wrote, but let's see if New Orleans can figure it out and get a clean break before that time is up. They've only got 15 seconds to do so. And Deborah Johnson finds 2. That's 3 down, 5 seconds to go, and that's going to be all she wrote here. Pittsburgh, a huge map 1 coming from that squad right there. Dominating performance, 250 to 147. And if you're Buffalo, this is not what you want to see. If you want chances at that playoff run. And with that, we will be right back right after this.
You're never gonna change. So take back everything you told me. You can't see me through your bloodshot eyes. Never know that I'm so alone. I never know when you're coming home. You can't tell all your friends who know me. You can't see me through the lows and highs. Never know that I'm so alone. I never know when you're coming home. Said I'd never cry, but I keep waking up alone. Oh, oh, oh. Never gonna find a way, but you're never gonna change. So take back everything you told me. You can't see me through your bloodshot eyes. I never know that I'm so alone. I never know when you're coming home. You can't tell all your friends you know me. You can't see me through the lows and highs. I never know that I'm so alone. I never know when you're coming home. Never know when you're coming home. Never know when you're you in my dreams, but I see that I'm sinking underneath. I can't breathe. On my knees, got me falling under. You in my dreams, but I see that I'm sinking underneath. I can't breathe. On my knees, got me falling under. Got me falling under. Like the rain, like the coldest rain, you wash me away when I didn't have a clue what could have caused a chain reaction so unstoppable. Yeah, I'd like to know. Tell me, do you feel ashamed on how you've turned your back on me? Please tell me, why'd you go this far?
I always thought you said the day you be the light and make the darkness fade away. Seems like it was yesterday when you promised me that things would be okay. I thought you cared, but you don't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you. It never really mattered to you. I thought you would try, but you won't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you. It never really mattered to you. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you.
And welcome on back to the stream. Here we are, map 2, back on Hotel for Search and Destroy. Pittsburgh taking the win in map 1. And let's see if New Orleans can get alive right here. And Ball almost gets 2, but Jakester gets the trade right there. We are in a 3v3. New Orleans on offense. Looking for another pick here before they push up to the bomb site. ProRex finds Auditor on top plat. DeBeasy guns Denizen from bottom bed, and we are in a 2v2. He's going to hit Prorex with the nade, but looks like Prorex got away with his life right there. They do know where the bomb is, and it is up to Prorex against Deborah Johnson and Slang Wayne. They do have some kind of intel about where he's at, and Slang is snaking and finds him. In Pittsburgh, picking up where they left off from map 1, will take a 1-0 lead here in search. And Pittsburgh on the offense. Looks like they're going to try something a little different here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and hit B off the rip. Trying to catch New Orleans sleeping. And Slang somehow gets away with his life. Jakester does get the intel. Bomb is going to go down. The rap is coming in from New Orleans. Prorex able to find ball. That's 3 down. And it's all up to Slang in a 1v3. And Merc for Hire wrapping around on the flank is going to get him unexpectedly from behind, and that's going to be a 1-1 here. Great play out of New Orleans. Got a late start after the bomb was planted, but they played that perfectly. So far, defense coming out strong here in the search rounds. And Prorex gonna go down to a grenade from Auditor. Denizen looking for a flank right here. He gets Slang. Does have the Deddy popped. Gonna get shot from behind by Ball. Ball also has the Deddy pop. Gets a couple of bullets in him, gets away. Jakester Merc playing very slowly. Just trying to decide if they want to go Alpha or Bravo here. Looks like they're just going to go ahead and push towards Alpha. And that's going to be another defensive stand coming on the side of Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh up 2-1 here in Search and Destroy. All defense so far here in map 2, very similar to how it played out last night or the other stream. So a lot of defensive play coming in Search and Destroy. And it looks like Pittsburgh is going to opt for the Alpha push. Jakester pops in and gets Auditor and Slang sleeping. Does have intel where Merc for Hire just died. Let's see if he can pick up DeBeasy right here. Ball finds Denizen. And that is it. An offensive win coming on the side of Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh is going to extend their lead here 3-1. Jakester made a great play, just unfortunate for the other two members to drop, and he was just left in a tough situation there. And Pittsburgh staying hot. Jakester 5-4, Denizen 1-3, Merc 1-3, ProRex 2-3. So Jakester looking for a little help here. Pittsburgh 3-2, Ball, DeBeezy 4-1, Slang 4-3, Auditor 2-3. So pretty much all of Pittsburgh getting in on the action. And Slang's going to come through. He's going to take down ProRex. Almost finds Jakester. And he will. And that's 2 down quickly on the side of New Orleans. 3 down, I should say. Denizen pops Deddy. He's going to find Slang Wayne. He knows Ball's been playing the east side. He's going to find another. And Ball sneaks around and takes him down. And they will extend this lead to like 4-1. And I mean, if you're New Orleans, I mean, you are playing your bronze against Pittsburgh's top 4, so it's already going to be a tough match. So if you're on that squad right now, you just got to dig deep and do everything you can to stay into this one. Denizen gets the intel. One cross and ProRex finds Slang. Ball's going to find Jakester, though. And we are at a 3v3. DeBeezy finds Merc for hire, but Auditor finds Denizen, and now it's up to ProRex in a 1v3. The bomb looks like it's going to be wrapped. ProRex finds DeBeezy. Let's see if ProRex can read this. And he does get some intel. And he runs right into the offense right there. 2 players both sitting there, and unfortunate. And that will be a 5-1 lead for Pittsburgh. They are on match point here. Looking to put it away fairly quickly. And if you're just tuning in, we also have Carolina versus Los Angeles. 2-1 teams going at it on the stream of Bear Butt. So right after this match is done, we'll probably raid out to Bear Butt's channel. If you aren't already simultaneously tuning into that one as well. So that's going to be a pretty good matchup to tune in for. ProRex able to sneak into top end and gets pinched. Unfortunate. And that's 2 down quickly on the side of New Orleans. It's going to be up to Denizen and Merc for hire to stay alive here. Denizen finds DeBeezy. They're playing pretty close together. That's what you need in this situation if you're New Orleans. And Merc finds one, gets the trade off of Denizen. Is he going to read this one? Oh my goodness, he finds Slang. Now we've got Merc for hire and a 1v1 against Auditor from Pittsburgh. Merc's going to do a big wrap right here. Auditor just playing back Bravo. Not going to have the read here. Let's see where Merc looks like he's going to play for bottom lug here. Auditor's got the boomstick, but he also has a sub, so Auditor does have something to shoot with in a gunfight. Definitely helps Auditor checking all the corners Trying to find Merc. Oh, does he see him? Oh my goodness. And he put the bomb behind. I don't know if he's going to be able to find this. Oh, but Auditor pulls off. And I don't think he's going to have the time. I think Auditor might have had that one. And New Orleans escapes with a win here and brings it 2-5. I mean, Pittsburgh does have a little wiggle room here, so I'm not sure if the time clock was being watched there, but they do have some room to work with here. Great play right there coming from Merc for Hire, playing his life, trying to keep Auditor off balance. Did a great job and gets the win for his team. But Pittsburgh looking to go ahead and end it here. Prorex finds Auditor, but unable to finish the kill off. But he finally does with a grenade, and that's a huge grenade right there. From Prorex. Up to Prorex and Merc against Ball, DeBeasy, and Slang on the side of Pittsburgh. Merc for Hire finds Slang. And that's a 2v2. Merc for Hire starting to heat up here for his team, and that's what you need in your bronze in this situation. But Ball's going to find Prorex. Now it's all up to Merc. Oh, he sees Ball. Did he see him? He does. Merc for Hire. Making some stuff happen here. Can he find DeBeasy and clutch it up 2 rounds in a row? He gets the intel. And DeBeasy making an excellent play here, and Merc for Hire had no clue where he went, and that's going to sew the deal right there. Pittsburgh wins map 2, and they will take a 2-0 lead here. And with that, we will be right back for map 3, a CeeLo control, right after this.
I thought you cared, but you don't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you. It never really mattered to you. I thought you would try, but you won't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to you. It never really mattered to you.
Welcome back. Map 3, Asilo control. Pittsburgh commanding 2-0 lead here. And New Orleans looking to show some signs of life here. And they're going to try to hop on Alpha, but quickly denied. And it looks like they're going to try their luck at Bravo here. Jakester finds Deborah in the window, and they're going to push through here. And so far, so good. They're going on their second tick here. Jakester finds Deborah again on top of the hill. And looks like Bravo is going to be secured fairly quickly. And great showing so far from New Orleans. They quickly grab Bravo. And that's all down right now. Looking to keep them in a spawn trap while they secure Alpha. Jakester finds Auditor. Prorex finds Ball. Slang takes down Prorex, but Denizen gets the trade. They need one more. This might do it. And a very quick map. Round 1 for New Orleans. Excellent execution from that team right there, as they come out hot after dropping the first 2 maps. So this is exactly what you want to see if you're a New Orleans fan. I mean, they tried their luck at A, didn't have any luck, switched to Bravo, secured that fairly quickly, took 4 off the map as they circled the A, and it was all she wrote from there. So great round 1 coming from this squad. Let's see if they can keep that momentum running into round 2 here as they attack on defense. Quickly, Slang finds 1. Looking for 2. Jakester survives. Gets Slang, but Dabeezy with the flank. Looking to find Denizen, runs out of ammo. Gets him on the reload. Prorex helping out. Looking for Auditor. Auditor able to find him, but gets traded out by Jakester. And New Orleans is going to clear that small tick off of Alpha. And it looks like Pittsburgh's trying to push into Bravo now, but New Orleans doing a fairly good job on defense as well. And Prorex with the drop shot on Slang, and he's going to push up into the spawn area, try to cause some havoc here. He's going to find Auditor with a sub. That's 3 down for Pittsburgh. And this New Orleans team, I mean, completely different team has shown up here for map 3 than what we have saw previously in the first 2 maps. So not sure how much yelling was done previously, but whatever it was, it's working so far, as this team has a breath of new life right now. And that's going to be all of map, or round 2, I'm sorry. And New Orleans, a very quick 2-0 lead here. And I mean, like I said, this looks like a completely new team here on the map right now. Jakester 12-3, Prorex 11-4. I mean, starting off super hot, and they are looking to quickly end it as Slang finds Mert. mid. It's gonna find Jakester as well. Auditor takes down Denizen. Prorex finds 2. But Ball is gonna take him off the map, send him back to the spawn, and Ball is trying to read them coming off of the Bravo spawn right now. Finds Jakester, but gets traded out by Prorex. And it looks like New Orleans looking to sew up B right now. Prorex finds Slang. Slang trying to work his way to the spawn. Prorex finds another, but Ball able to get him off the map, but Dennison finds him as well. So a lot of trading, back and forth action going on. Looking like they're gonna have an alpha hit. Denizen with the help. Jakester finds another. Merc finds another, and that's 4 down, and alpha should be secured here. 19 lives for New Orleans, 18 for Pittsburgh as they head to Bravo. And Pittsburgh does have the Bravo spawn, so they get some help there after the alpha secure. Ball finds Merc for hire, but unable to spot Jakester as Jakester finds 2. Prorex finds the 3rd, looking for 1. And Jakester gonna go ahead and hold spawns here. Great position, but he's gonna get found by Ball. And that is a huge kill coming from the side of Pittsburgh. That could have been fairly bad, but 1 tick is on Bravo. Ball finds another. 14 lives for Pittsburgh, 12 for New Orleans. And they're going to have to find Ball. And that's 4 down for New Orleans. So Pittsburgh starting to heat up. Ball finds Jakester. And a little slow play coming on the side of New Orleans right now. Trying to find all of Pittsburgh, who has wrapped into the spawn area. And Ball has still not gone down in that spot. And he is just frying everybody off the map right now. And you need to get him out of this area. And Jakester finally succeeds. But they need to hop on and touch Bravo. Jakester will do that. But Jakester is the last alive. There's not much you can do in this situation. And with that, Pittsburgh looking to claw back, brings it within 1. And New Orleans unable to complete the 3-0 sweep and control. And if you're them, you cannot let Pittsburgh start getting hot again. If they start frying, this could end not in the favor that they had started with in this control round. Jakester will go down, and it looks like New Orleans looking to hold up a little bit, trying to figure out what Pittsburgh is going to do. Ball is on Alpha. But Merc for hire finds him. Prorex finds 2. DeBeezy takes down Jakester. And Denizen is going to pull a Ball move and hold the same angle with the success that Ball had. So let's see if New Orleans can hold it down. But it looks like, well, Ball is going to come ahead and still go to Bravo while the rest of the team looking to take Alpha, but Merc for Hire finds Slang. But DeBeezy, he's going to hop on Alpha. 13 seconds left. Denizen finds him. Taken down to 10. 18 lives for Pittsburgh. They need to hit something quick. They're going to hop on Bravo. But Slang has Alpha touch. He's going to find one. And that might do it. 4 seconds. And that's going to be it. New Orleans showing some life here, and they will take map 3 and bring the series to 2-1. And save them from getting swept 3-0. But if you are New Orleans, you're going to need everything you have for this next map on Hardpoint. They're going to take a ride to Hydro. Very interesting map choice. But with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for map 4. Welcome back. Map 4, Hydro, Hardpoint. Pittsburgh leading the series 2-1. Pittsburgh looking to close it out here in the best of 5, but New Orleans looking to stay alive and complete a reverse sweep. Slaying Wayne gets outed, but gets naded by Denizen. Pittsburgh still has spawns. Ball's gonna find one. Denizen's gonna find him. And Pittsburgh doing everything they can to hold spawns for P2. New Orleans able to get 16 off of P1. And with that, Pittsburgh set up, ready to go for P2. And so far, so good for Pittsburgh. This is huge, but it looks like spawns have been flipped. And that's unfortunate as they get a split spawn, I believe. And New Orleans gonna break in. And they will continue on that time and get the scrap. And Pittsburgh's gonna go ahead and set up for P3. As New Orleans extends the lead slightly off of P2 with the scrap. And they do find Sling off the bridge. And DeBeezy trying to hold it off as long as he can until his team gets back. Gonna find Merc for hire. That's 3 down. And that'll be 4 down. Last one's gonna be Jixer. Jixer flips the spawns. That's 2 down, but Ball finds him. Ball finds 2. And with that, Pittsburgh's going to take a small lead here. Looking to get the scraps. But again, spawns will be flipped. Pittsburgh is going to grab the rest of that time. They're going to rotate through, but Denizen doing everything he can to prevent that. And they do find him. And they're going to push through. Try to break in to the hill of New Orleans. Jixer and Mert doing the best they can to hold off Pittsburgh and regain the lead here. And they're still going to get spawned here. New Orleans going to keep spawning in the back. Sling fighting them off. Pittsburgh's doing a pretty good job of contesting some time, keeping it close. New Orleans will have about a 10 to 15 point lead as we head into the next hill. And with that, they're just going to break right on in and take over the next hill. And Prorex being a menace right now. Prorex unable to find the last one. And Slang gonna get 2 out of there. Slang's at 15 and 10 right now. 16 and 11. Jakester 12 and 11 for New Orleans. Denizen 12 and 9. And they're fighting for P1. New Orleans with about a 20-point lead here as we head into the next rotation on P1. And Jakester gets the trade there. New Orleans looking to push through. Pittsburgh does have spawns for P2 as well. New Orleans looking to extend the lead a little bit since they don't have the spawn. Jakester trying to be a menace back there. Work for hire takes Auditor off the heady, but he gets found as well. And Slang finds Prorex swimming in the water. If Pittsburgh can hold all of this hill, that'll be huge for this team. And DeBeezy fighting him off. Gonna have some help from Slang coming through. On the reload, gets downed by Jakester. And DeBeezy doing a tremendous job keeping the hill clean. And with that, New Orleans is just gonna give up, opt to rotate to New. And ball's already there, wreaking havoc. And Pittsburgh will regain the lead. With that, they'll have actually it's going to be a tie coming off of that hill. Wow, Slang takes Denizen out of the window. That's 3 down for New Orleans. Prorex gonna find Slang on the spawn. All knotted up still. New Orleans fighting with everything they have to bring this to a map 5. Doing an excellent job so far, keeping this close. And it looks like New Orleans does have spawns for the new hill. And Prorex doing everything he can to help the team spawning back there, but unfortunate they're going to spawn out regardless. Jakester going to opt to play his life right here. Gets 1. Trying to find 2. Trying to find 3. Oh my God, Jakester. And that's huge from New Orleans. Huge. They're already going to be set up at New as well. Going to have about a 30-point lead here. And Mert trying to keep the hill clean. DeBeezy comes through and finds Jakester. Or Denizen. Ball finds Jakester. And Pittsburgh trying to get back into this one. and ProRex unable to do anything with the dead silence spot. Ball finds him. They're going to rotate, try to flip spawns immediately for the next P2. And they might just do it with that. Denizen finds ball and auditor. Is he going to read the BZ? No. The BZ sneaks around. Gets the kill from the water. Somehow New Orleans got the spawns back, but that might have ended it right there. Yes, spawns will be flipped. Pittsburgh does have spawns for P2. We are neck and neck here on P1. Potter's gonna find, but ProRex finds him. Nothing doing with the cruise missile. New Orleans with about less than a 20-point lead heading into P2. This hill could be it for both teams. And Pittsburgh doing an excellent job so far. Reading everything that New Orleans is throwing at them. Three seconds. And that's it. Pittsburgh will secure the victory 3-1, finishing it off on Hydro. And with that, Pittsburgh will move right on in to second place in the Mythical Division. New Orleans will fall to third. Great play from both teams. You know, started off a little slow for New Orleans, and they started to climb back with that control, and they put up a good fight there in map 4, but just came up short with the bronze on the field. You know, unfortunate, you know, unable to match the lineup for Pittsburgh, but, you know, just how it happens sometimes. But right now we have Carolina going against Los Angeles on Bear Butts channel. Stay tuned. We will raid out to that channel. Don't go anywhere. But that's going to do it for me on the mainstream for this week. That's going to wrap up our throwback week here at United Road Call of Duty week 4. We're going to head into week 5 tomorrow. Roster lock is tonight. 2 weeks left in the season, so week 5, week 6, and then we head right on into playoffs. With that being said, appreciate you guys tuning in, and like I said, don't go anywhere. We're going to tune in to Bear Butts stream with Carolina and LAG. Appreciate you guys.